It's campsite review time, everybody! Today I'm going to be reviewing Lake Superior Provincial Park. All I really have to say is you should go to this campground. You won't be disappointed. So if you haven't been, go make a plan. Get going. I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Go to Lake Superior Provincial Park. If you've already been, go again. So I've narrowed it down to about 8 maybe top tips while you're camping at Lake Superior. Number 1, bring a camera. It's beautiful there, and if you don't have a camera, you're gonna be really disappointed. Yeah, you can like see the views and remember it, but there's just something about having that moment captured. So bring a camera. Number 2 I have, fill your vehicle with gas before you go into the park. There's like a gas station that's right at the end. It's probably like a 40-minute drive still into the park, but there's 11 different hiking trails that you're gonna have to drive to. So in order to get to them and get back to your campsite and still be able to drive out of the park once you actually leave, you're gonna want to go in with a full tank of gas. Number 3, make sure when you go in and you check in, grab a brochure. They will give you one of these, they're free. It has a whole bunch of information in here. It has a nice full-size like map of the park, tells you where all the trails are. It's really handy. I had 2 of them in case one got wrecked. It breaks down all the different trails for you, tells you their difficulty, the length, the approximate length of time. It tells you about the backpacking options. It has different events in here. It has just a map of the 2 campgrounds. Since there's 2 campgrounds at Lake Superior, there's Awaga Bay and then Rabbit Blanket Lake. So there's just lots of information. Make sure you grab one. Number 4, I would suggest wearing hiking boots when you go on the trails. They're rocky, it's slippery if it's like wet, and you're gonna probably want that extra ankle support. I know I did. I was going to wear running shoes. Maybe hiking boots is just common sense, but I was gonna wear running shoes because I thought, oh, maybe we could like run some of the trail. No, just wear your hiking boots. It's safer, it's more support for your ankles, it's just better overall. Number 5, one of my suggestions would be bring water shoes. I have really sensitive feet, so I really regretted that I didn't have my toe shoes with me since they are waterproof, they're right on your feet, rocks can't get in them. Because there's a lot of stones and pebbles at all like the little waterways and the beach, and my feet were sore. So if you want a better maybe swimming experience, bring some water shoes. Number 6 here, earplugs. And I only say that if you're more so a light sleeper, because you do have Highway 17 running right through the park, and you can hear a lot of transport trucks, you can hear people with their souped up cars, you can hear motorcycles. It's kind of loud. It's the only downfall to this park, I would say. So if you are a light sleeper and that is gonna be a problem, bring some earplugs. Number 7, be bear safe. I didn't see a bear while I was there, but there are signs everywhere. It is bear country. So if you're traveling with a pet, make sure you clean up all their kibble that they drop, make sure you put all their food bowls away, make sure you keep your cooler away in your car. Clean up your site, even when you just leave for the day, because you don't want to attract the bears. Or other animals, because the chipmunks were pretty bad. They kept jumping on the table when I was trying to cook, so don't feed the animals. Clean up your site. Just be bear safe. And number 8, which I think is my last little tidbit, the pictograph trail doesn't allow pets, which I personally didn't know when I got there, so I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted to do that trail. Should have probably clued in that there's a big slant with all the pictures I saw, and that probably can't bring your dog there, or whatever pet you're bringing, I guess. But yeah, just so you are aware, the pictograph trail pets. Those are probably my top 8 tips that I have for camping here. Hopefully they'll help you with your adventure. And yeah, those are mine. If you have any others, just leave them down in the comment section below because I'd love to hear them, because I'm definitely going back to this park, maybe not this year, but definitely next year. So if you have any tips for me or you'd like to share with everyone else, just leave a comment in the comment section. Okay, thank you. I also have a little bit more to say about this campground. So I just wanted to say that they do have a lot of hydro sites. I just had the page up. How it's gone. I don't know how this happens. Either way, regular campsites are $41.53 Canadian. The beach sites are $45.20, and the electrical sites are $47.18. The additional vehicle is $11.30. They do have day use. What's it called? Vehicle permits. It's $14.50 for a vehicle, and they go by the hour, etc. You can look it up if you want. Oh, here, I found it. Okay, so there's 205 campsites in Awaga Bay, and then there's 126 electrical sites in Awaga Bay. So it's pretty big. I didn't see, but I saw one of them. It has 2 comfort stations, and there's approximately 11 different like outhouses, like state comfort stations. Or no, they're not comfort. Well, they were actually really clean. I was really impressed. They looked pretty new. The only thing was the one outhouse that I kept going to didn't have a tap, which, I mean, you couldn't wash your hands, but I had hand sanitizer with me, so it wasn't a big deal. I did go to like the actual comfort station where you can shower and everything a couple times a day just to like wash and brush my teeth and stuff. I didn't shower just because I didn't know that there was comfort station, so I didn't bring anything. But I also was just there with my dog, and I don't want to leave him on the site. I didn't want to leave him in the car. So either way, it wouldn't have mattered. I wasn't going to shower. Just went swimming in the lake. Good enough. I was only there for like 4 days. I've definitely gone longer, like in backpacking situations. So it wasn't a big deal. There is a pet exercise area that is at the end of the park, which is really handy. It's really nice. So it's not that far. It was probably about a 7 to 10 minute walk, I guess, with Alpine here. And it was good. It was very quiet, which I thought was odd. There wasn't too many people in the dog beach area, but there was a lot of dogs there. But it was nice because he had free roam and he was able to play and swim, and we played lots of fetch for hours and hours, and it was really, really nice. The scenery is just beautiful. I can't get over how beautiful this campground is. It's amazing. I just want to live there. Can I just camp there all summer long? Because I would if I didn't have to work. Also, I didn't know this when I was there, but I noticed it when I was kind of looking up more things about this park so that I could like review it a little more effectively, because I wanted to just come on and just explain how awesome this campground is and how beautiful it is, but then I realized I really don't have that much information about it other than it's just so pretty and I think everyone should go. So I was like, I should probably look up a little bit more, so if someone actually wants to go, they kind of have an idea of what they're getting themselves into. I mean, it's not hard camping by any means. You're car camping. And it's even better. They have actual like designated dishwashing stations. There's 3 of them in the park. I didn't know that, but I hope. Sorry, my alarm just came on. I'm supposed to get up from night shift now, but I've already been up and training. But anyways, there's water taps. There's a telephone. I guess if you're, I don't know, they have laundry facilities. So if you were doing like a long road trip and you happen to stay at Lake Superior, you could actually do your laundry and clean up if that's something you're interested in. There's an amphitheater for, what's it called? For, I guess they do different, I don't know if they have guest speakers or what they do there. Nothing was happening when I was there that I noticed, but they do have a lot of activities for kids. So if you do have kids and you want to go to Lake Superior, definitely check into what different activities they're offering, because I'm pretty sure they were doing, thought I saw a sign for, what's it called? Like going on hiking trails, like with a guide, and like maybe animal footprint stuff. I don't know. But if you do have kids, like make sure you check, because there is stuff for the whole family there. So what else can I say? They do sell ice at the gatehouse. It's $2.75 from what I recall. You can rent canoes, I think kayaks, and I think paddle boards. I saw a sign, I'm pretty sure somewhere, but it's already been like 2 weeks since I was there. My memory is not that good. So double check before you go, but I know you can rent canoes for sure because I like saw them right beside the gatehouse. So that's kind of all I think I have to say about like the Awaga Bay campground itself. It was really, really nice. I thought they had really good privacy. Alpine and I personally stayed on site 116, and it was really, really nice. It was right on the corner. It was surrounded by trees. There was a lot of privacy. The only sites that I would say that don't have a lot of privacy were the hydro sites that were the lakefront. Because when I was there was just kind of like RV, and they were all just in a line. There wasn't a whole lot of like privacy. There wasn't a lot of tree coverage. There was like trees, but they were so tall, and like the pine needles were so high up that you just thanks. You just didn't really have the privacy. But I mean, you had the lakefront view, so it was really pretty regardless. Campground was really quiet. The staff were really friendly. They were really helpful. And there also is a visitor center there, actually. I went the one day just to check it out, and they have a gift shop in there, but I didn't actually really get to see the rest of it because they were kind of like starting to close. So I did go and I bought like an Ontario Parks water bottle because to support the parks, and it's their 125th anniversary. 125th, I think. So yeah, there's 150. I should know this. Anyways, so there is a little bit of a gift shop / visitor center. So you can get more information, probably more history on what's actually around there because there's a lot. So definitely check that out. Now there is another campground that's in Lake Superior. It's about 30 to 40 minute drive further than Awaga Bay, and it's called Rabbit Blanket Lake. Now I didn't go in there. It has 60 sites, I think, around 60 sites. So it's smaller. It's definitely smaller. It looks like it has hydro sites and regular campgrounds. It's nice. So here's the thing. I wish I would have went in there because you can get to Old South Woman Trail from in that campground, and you can get to the Peat Mountain Trail. So next time, would I camp in there? I'm not sure. I really wish I would have went in and checked it out. But I did want to do both those trails, and I missed them because I didn't actually know where to find them. I didn't do good enough research apparently before I left. But again, it has a comfort station, it has outhouses, it has those 2 trail entry waypoints, which is nice because you don't have to drive. So yeah, I am been informed that Lake Superior has really good fishing for trout. I'm not a fisher because I've never really been taught, and not that I don't want to, I just haven't been taught. So I've never been like a fisherman. But yeah, they have good trout, so I've read. And what else could I tell you about this park? It's just really, really beautiful. There's 11 different trails. They have all different like levels of difficulty. We did 3, I think. We did 3. None of them were hard. They were all really, really nice. They all had really, really good views. I got really good like pictures and camera footage, in my opinion. You won't be disappointed if you go to this park. It's very, very pretty. I want to go back already, and it's only been like 2 weeks since I've gone. It's kind of taken me a while I've recorded this now a couple times, but it's taken me a while to get it uploaded and stuff just because of work. Work is getting in the way. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that kind of like gives you a little more insight of Lake Superior and what it has to offer and whether or not it'd be a good campground for you. But I like highly suggest going. It's just, even just for the views. Like I know the traffic is kind of annoying, so maybe bring earplugs, but it's not enough to make me not want to go back. Unfortunately, like I grew up in the city, so I mean, the traffic was kind of just like a comfort of home because that's what the city life is. So I mean, if you are just trying to get that tranquil silence, you won't find it at this campground. But I mean, it's still something to experience at least once in your life, in my opinion. I'm really glad that I found this campground just randomly on Google. because I usually just go to Algonquin Park and like kind of, not that that's close to home, but it's definitely closer to home than this. Like this was like a 14-hour adventure just to get there. So I mean, I wish I would have had longer. I wish I would have had more time there. I had like 4 days. Well, I had 5 days off, but I came off a night shift, so I had to sleep for like the one day. And I was still up for like over 24 hours while then I like traveled there, which was like 14 hours. And then I only had 2 actual full days there. But I'm not gonna lie, I was like really tired from my night shifts and switching around and all the driving and traveling. So my 2 days, like I still slept till like 9 or 9:30 both days. And kind of got like a late start. And some of the trails are longer, so. And I mean, when you're recording and taking pictures. And then I also like made sure to like put my stuff aside so I could actually just like enjoy the moment and enjoy what like this has to offer, because that is the point of camping. So don't forget, when you are camping, the whole point is to unplug. So yeah, take your pictures, take your videos, record, do what you want to do, but make sure you do take that time to just sit back and just like observe everything. Sit there, listen. Because when you are on the trails far enough, you don't hear any traffic, so it is nice. And even though there was traffic, I did still heard a loon, so I love loons. So I was very, very happy that I heard that in between the traffic. At night, it's not as bad at night almost, because there's not as many cars driving. So don't let that deter you. Go, it's beautiful, just go for the scenery. It's so nice. I can't even stress enough how nice this campground is. I love it. I'm going back. Maybe this year. I don't know. It was kind of pricey just at the end of the day, because I had to take a ferry and everything to get there. But yeah. So that is my first campsite review. They'll get better. Just leave me a comment if you have any questions. Maybe I can answer them. I'll link below the Ontario Parks like website, the reservation link, so that if you want, you can reserve a site. I'm not sure what's available or not. I haven't looked. But when I went, I booked like 2 days in advance. Like this trip was like on a whim. It was 2 days beforehand. I was like, I'm going up. I'm doing it. I need to get out of here. I want to get away from everything for a bit. So I did. And I do not regret it. The only thing I regret is that I didn't have more time, but that's okay. It's just more stuff to see when I go back. Yeah. Alpine really liked it. He's here. You can see the little ears. Yeah. Really, really good. Really, really good. You won't be disappointed, I don't think. So, tips for me of things you want to know, what you would like to see, any campgrounds you'd like me to go to review. Maybe you have a question about a campground I've already been to and I could just review it, because I've camped at a lot of different places. So leave a comment in the comment section, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more campground reviews. Just me and Alpine going around traveling. I just try to give him the best life I can, try to live the best life I can, and life is short, so get out there and camp. That's the best way. It's the best way to enjoy things. So I think that's it for me for this. My videos will get better, guys, I promise. Anyways, thanks. I hope you all have a great, what day is it? It's only Monday. Have a great week, okay? See ya. Bye.